After a successful year of modifying my 2019 STI and impulse buying my 2011 WRX with the sole purpose of converting it to a time attack car, we're just getting started and we're going even bigger. I also hit my target goal of surpassing 1,000 subscribers.
And this is the plan for 2024 for my STI and my WRX, and maybe bringing a different car to the channel. And we're starting with the 2019 STI El Professor, and we're going even bigger this year.
Since taking ownership, I've done a ton of cosmetic work to this car. We've added sequential taillights, custom LED badging, a lip that we destroyed courtesy of a pothole, and a whole bunch of other goodies. And there's one thing we haven't touched yet. When I first bought it in 2021, I knew I was going to eventually modify it performance-wise, but it didn't quite make sense to do anything at the time because the warranty was still active. I mean, you never know, things can go wrong, but we're now past that point. So we're going to try to find the threshold of what this stock block and internals can do with a little corn. Expect to see a variety of performance upgrades as we try to extract the most amount of power out of this EJ257 as safely as we can. With more power, we'll want to address any suspension and handling. More importantly, the tires. My OEM tires are on their last leg and they may not be able to hold up next summer. Have some recommendations? Let me know down in the comments below. And lastly, a Subaru isn't complete without being cosmetically perfect. Even though we've added some nice touches on the front and gave the STI its iconic look with an OEM style wing, we can go even bigger. So for 2024, I want to make this car a little more show-worthy. And sure, it might be a little overboard to some, but I like ruffling the feathers of people on the internet. We'll leave no stone unturned when it comes to adding cosmetic mods to both the exterior and maybe the interior.
And when I mean bigger, I mean it literally. So hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and leave a comment down below if there's something you think I should do to the STI. And that brings us to the WRX, which has been in the family for the past 2 owners, and at this point is probably considered a family heirloom.
BRLIN, my impulse 2011 WRX purchase. The car is full of undercarriage rust.
I mean, it's all over the undercarriage.
Thanks to Michigan, but that can be addressed. And once we got it in the garage, we did a full compression test and things were looking pretty good.
Spark plugs are still good condition.
Before we got into any modifications, we gave it a full detail and boy did it need it. It took over 40 plus hours from start to finish to clean, decontaminate, and paint correct this car, but the end result was 100% worth it. After it was all sparkly new again, we prepped this car for its debut track day where we uncovered classic Subaru problems. After investigation and several tests, at this point it's been determined that the car is lifting heads under boost and combustion gases are leaking into the cooling system. The problem thankfully isn't so severe that the car is undrivable, however, this car is being developed to be a track car and one day compete in time attack.
So I've got to pull this engine. Expect some engine rebuild content as we prepare to get this car ready for the track again, and I've never pulled an engine before, so we're gonna be learning as I go, and I'm sure I'll make some mistakes and, you know, f it up, but we'll get it working.
I love Subarus, but I simply believe in automotive goodness. What does that mean? Well, if it's got wheels and an engine, I'm interested. And no, a battery pack is not an engine. Anyway, I've never gravitated towards domestic cars, but this Ford Focus RS has piqued my interest. After a first ride along, honestly, I'm kinda impressed. It's got good power on a bass tune and it sounds beautiful. The pops, chef's kiss. Expect some Focus RS content on the horizon. I mean, could it put down a faster lap time than my WRX on the track? I guess we'll have to find out.
And well, this car has never been on the channel and there's not really anything interesting about it, but we do got some plans for it.
Meet Roby, our reliable daily driver Jeep Compass Trailhawk. We purchased this car brand new with 4 miles on the odometer. It's been reliable and functional for everyday needs. While it's probably the slowest SUV ever made, it does the job. I won't be modifying anything on this car because it's time to sell it. I've been extremely thankful to my wife who has been completely supportive as I built an automotive channel, and her dream car has always been a Jeep Wrangler. So now it's time to trade up. The result, full reign to build the most badass Jeep Wrangler on the planet. So keep your eyes peeled. While it may be a little different than performance cars, my goal is to build a channel and community around all things car related. Hopefully, we can get a good deal and bring a Jeep on board. We didn't venture too far in 2023 for any car shows or events, but we did make it out to a couple.
539.
First, we headed to the west of Michigan for Grid Life Midwest for a full weekend of time attack, drifting, and wheel-to-wheel racing. I spent my time interviewing drivers about their experience in getting more involved in the motorsport community. For our second event, we headed to SubiFest in Illinois for a day packed of nothing but Subaru action. We also interviewed and met other Subaru owners about their experience and modifications with their cars. For 2024, I'm looking to expand my radius of travel to make it to more car shows, events, and do some road trips.
And spoiler alert, we've already got one road trip in the books.
Yep, you heard that right. We're taking this RS and my STI on a road trip to a place I've always wanted to go and drive. We're going to be taking these cars to a place where it's not about top speed, it's all about car control and handling.
What do you want to see for any one of these cars? Leave a comment down below, subscribe, hit that like button, and I'll see you in the next one.